Hey guys, it's the Strong Boys 19 here, and we are back into the Rolling Stones discography, and we're going to do the review on their third studio album entitled Out of Our Heads. So yeah, here we go. So this album came out the exact same year as their second album, the Rolling Stones #2, came out, which was 1965. And as I forgot to mention in my my double album review video on their first two albums, there are two versions of these albums that have been released from two separate countries, which are the UK and the USA. So the USA has much more albums than the UK side from the Rolling Stones. I just really don't know why. But yeah, so throughout most of these albums, well, all of them, I should say, the USA has got much more stuff and albums than the UK side of their discography. So yeah, Out of Our Heads is still it's still pretty much like the first two albums in every way. They're just really packed with covers, although this album, I think it's definitely an album that I just really loved and enjoyed at the same time all around. And it's definitely an album which I can say it's perfection in every way, considering that the Rolling Stones at this point still made a lot of covers on the album, but they really add something just a little bit more different into the track listing and the song structures and the songwriting thing themselves on this album. So I can say that this album is just amazing, mainly just a little bit more than the Rolling Stones #2, which I gave that album a 10 out of 10. But this album really meant something to me. It's just mainly continuing their themes of the two genres, rock and roll and rhythm and blues, but they've really added in a few more genres into the mix. You've got a small mixture of rock and a small mixture of blues in every way, and most of these songs are just covered. For like the song She Said Yeah, originally done by Sonny Bono and Roddy Jackson, and also That's How Strong My Love Is by Roosevelt Jarrison, I believe that's how I pronounce it right, and also Mercy Mercy, which was originally done by Don Covey and Ronnie Miller, and Talking About You by Chuck Berry, and it's just mostly a cover album like the first two albums, but there are a few songs of the album that were originally made by themselves, which was really much more interesting, and that's another thing that I like a lot more in the album. And the songs that were originally made by themselves are The Last Time and I Can't Get No Satisfaction, or Satisfaction I should say, because the words I can't get no is in brackets, and then just Satisfaction at the end. And also One More Try and The Spider and the Fly and I'm Free. It's just amazing stuff, and you know, the musicianship is still really normal. Keith and Brian, those two guys really added the backing vocals to you know, make the music much more perfect with Mick Jagger's vocals, and they really used a lot of electric guitars on here and some acoustic guitar too, which is really interesting to know. They've really brought out Ian Stewart once again for the piano, and Phil Spector for the the detuned bass guitar on the song Play With Fire, which is another really good classic song, and also Jack once again for the organ and piano, and also the harpsichord and percussion. So this is definitely much more of an upbeat, catchy album, like the predecessors throughout most of the whole variety on the Rolling Stones music. So I think this is where the Rolling Stones really got to make some music that were originally made by themselves. So for me, it kind of began with you know, this album, then you know, their other few more albums from their future discography stuff. So yeah, and it's absolutely freaking amazing, and I highly recommend it, and the production is absolutely great. You've got the really smooth, beautiful sounds on Mick Jagger's vocals, and also the backing vocals. Really like the smooth sound on the guitar. Sounded really kind of really perfect and just smooth in every way. The drums sounded fantastic, and all the other instruments, and you know, the track listings on the UK side and the USA side are much more different than just the same track listing on these albums. So yeah, that's definitely my review on this album. I know it's just pretty quick, but well, hey, I just want to get to their other later stuff. So yeah, I highly recommend it, and you should definitely check out this album if you haven't yet. If you love, you know, straightforward rock music. Yeah, the album rating for Out of Our Heads is going to be a 10 out of 10. So thanks for watching, guys.